Pope and Nedak Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are here at Versailles High School where the Versailles Tigers will take on the Versailles Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Ogle's Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, The Jewelry Barn, and NKTelco. We were looking live here at the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium at Versailles High School. My name's Brandon Coverman, alongside me, Jeff Hinchin. And Jeff, we got a backyard rivalry here to end the regular season here between Versailles and Versailles. And first, taking a look off at the Tigers, they're under third-year head coach Tracy White. They're under 500 this year, struggling a little bit here, but a chance to notch a big win heading into tournament time.
They have had a rough year, no doubt. Just can't put it together. They've had some trouble scoring the basketball this year, and they're trying to work through those growing pains and get through the season and then get onto their Division III tournament run. That usually different competition. They might be able to excel in that aspect of it, but need to finish strong here. They're going to have a good team to focus on here against Versailles. That's going to definitely make them play well. But Versailles has struggled a little bit this year, uncharacteristic. They're going to look to build upon this game and build that momentum, if you will, into the second season Division III sectional.
And on the flip side, the Versailles Raiders, they come in 15-5. They came off a really physical game against a very good New Knoxville team. They lost that game. It's 47-39. I know you called that game. Two very good teams going at it. New Knoxville came on top. But the Raiders trying to bounce back from that loss.
They got off to a great start at Versailles right here in this gym against the Rangers. Opened up a 9-2 first quarter lead. And then just New Knoxville's defense really clamped down, and New Knoxville got some buckets off offense and inverted that score, if you will, and went on for the narrow margin of victory. It was a physical, handsy game, if you will. It wasn't, I think the word I used was undisciplined or unorganized. It was just kind of a lot of defense and really made the girls work hard on both ends of the court. But Versailles did battle with the very good New Knoxville Ranger team. And again, they're going to look to build upon this win and one game at a time and get into their tournament and take care of business there and continue to play Versailles basketball.
We'll go in to the PA announcer for the national anthem and come back here with starting lineups, keys, and tip-off here next on NKTelco Sports.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium for today's varsity girls basketball contest between our visitors, the Versailles Tigers, and your Versailles Raiders. Versailles High School and Versailles High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with its member schools. The referees for today's contest are Larry McRae, Casey Lee, and Kurt Biglow. Welcome to Versailles High School, gentlemen. If you please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous
NKTelco Sports, getting ready for action here between Versailles and Russia in the backyard battle here. The conclusion of the regular season for both these teams as they get ready for tournament. Let's take a look at our Sydney Ogle's Audiology starting lineups. First for the Versailles Tigers, number 3, junior Lexi Magato. Number 10, sophomore Brooke Briscoe.
Number 15, sophomore Cassie Leach.
Number 15, sophomore Cassie Leach. Number 24, senior Kaylee Braun. And rounding out the lineup, number 25, freshman Taylor Wagner. Their head coach in her third year is Tracy White.
And Morgan Hoffman.
On the flip side for the Russia Raiders, it is their senior night here since this is the last game of the season.
Now for your Russia Raiders. Number 3,
Junior CC Borchers.
Number 10,
senior Ella Haney. Number 14, junior Reese Gubo. Number 21, 5'11" senior Sophie Francis. And rounding out the lineup, number 42, 5'5" senior Riley Hammonds. Russia head coach is Paul Bremingen in his first season. All lineups brought to you by Sydney Ogle's Audiology. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First for the Versailles Tigers.
Well, the Tigers need to play a solid 4 quarters. They've been off and on all year. Need to put together 32 minutes of action, good play. Be ready to handle the Russia pressure. Russia is in your face, man-to-man all the time. Be ready to handle it and communicate on defense. Did not do so well against their Bath their last game. They struggled defensively in 1 quarter. Did not communicate. Bath opened up a big lead when the game was close at halftime. So Coach White wants your team to communicate on defense.
And for the Russia Raiders,
roll rebounding is a key. They've got good size, good athleticism. They're lengthy individuals. Make sure Versailles gets one and done on offense. Put them back up and in. Defense, I talked about the man-to-man presence. Do it, move your feet, don't get in foul trouble. And on offense, rotate the ball. You have good shooters on all spots of the court. Don't rush it. You've got girls that can score, work the ball around, force Versailles to chase and get good quality shots.
And a very youthful Versailles team here this year, taking on a veteran Raiders squad as the Tigers turn the basketball over to start the contest. 16 seconds in, the Raiders will get their first crack at a potential score here to try to take the lead early on here. Coach Paul Bremingen getting back in this Versailles Russia rivalry after being the boys coach for 30 years and having over 400 wins in his time as boys head coach. Pass by Riley Hammonds on the inside as deflects off the side of the rim.
Right idea, just hit the bottom of the rim bankboard area and had an open player, but it results down each team's 1 turnover in each of their first possessions.
Tigers with the basketball. It's Cassie Leach. She's right side. Gives the ball up over to Lexi Magato. Back over to Brooke Briscoe. Briscoe back over to Magato. Magato shot fake on the inside, and she dragged her pivot foot in the process. It'll be a Tiger turnover.
Again, pressure kind of forced that. She got a step, was going to shoot, and hand in the face, changed her mind, had to, and in doing so, kind of got off balance and slid the pivot foot, which is an automatic travel. Second turnover against the Tigers.
Left side, Francis. In the corner, Hammonds. There's try to get the ball to Haney on the inside. Back out to Borchers. Borchers on the inside. Out over to Haney. Haney in the corner swings it over to Hammonds. Back over right side to Borchers. Over to Gubo. Gubo gets a shot fake on the inside over to Haney. Haney on the inside. Shot wild. Nice defense by the Tigers. Rebounded inside. Goes back over to Hammonds. Her shot wide off the mark. Offensive rebound on the weak side to CC Borchers, and the Raiders get on the scoreboard first, 2-0 on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Multiple looks for the Raiders, Brandon, and they come up with an offensive stick back for Borchers, her leading scorer in the season. 10.2 points a game for the junior.
Raiders almost get a steal. Nice play by Riley Hammonds to get on the floor and force that jump ball. Great play by the senior Hammonds.
It won't show up probably in the scorebook, Brandon, but a good hustle play by Hammonds, and that forces yet another Versailles turnover. 3 possessions for the Tigers, 3 turnovers.
Hammonds, well known as a softball player, going to play at Bluffton next year. Shot wide open in the corner. Gubo off the mark. Ball bounces around to the Raiders.
Another offensive series here, Brandon, where they'll have multiple looks at it. They scored Last time it took them 3 shots, but they come away with points.
Nice active hands by the Tigers on the inside. They force a turnover. Working the ball up quickly. It is Cassie Leach.
Man-to-man defense by the Raiders, and on the other end, Versailles opened up with a zone defense, so you'll see the difference. And Rushi, I mentioned her man-to-man, it's just all over the half court. There's just never a chance really to like breathe or kind of survey the defense, survey the defense and kind of get a feel for it. You've got someone in your face forcing the action the whole time.
Magato on the inbound. Magato gets the ball up. Goes over to Briscoe. Briscoe gets that basketball tipped, and it'll stay with the Tigers.
Quick hands by senior Sophie Francis. Got to be careful, though. Sometimes that reach causes your body to make contact with the offensive player, and it can be a cheap foul. But that time, Francis able to poke it out before a foul was called. Reset here with Versailles. That man-to-man defense, Brandon, be careful. That can create some backdoor opportunities if you can overplay it on offense. You know, if the defense is that tight and aggressive, backdoor cuts are an option.
Leach on the inside, looking to go to Wagner on the inside. Wagner's shot is wild, but she's fouled, and they go to the line for 2.
Fortunately for the Tigers, they're only down 2 points. As they've yet really to get a field goal off. That time, though, they're fouled in the act of shooting, and they'll have a free throw coming up here from number 25, Taylor Wagner, 6-foot freshman.
Wagner at the line trying to get the Tigers on the board, and she does for Coach Tracy White. Substitution in the lineup, Kate Sherman, junior, coming in for the Raiders as Riley Hammonds goes off. Again, senior night for the Raiders, playing their last home game for the 3 seniors at the Claire C. Neveau Gymnasium.
Good couple minutes there for Hammonds off the bench. Has created a turnover and gets an honor to start as one of the 3 graduating seniors here at Rushi.
Raiders in transition. Quick 3 by Gubo, no good. Bounces around, ball goes down to Wagner, and it's going to be Raider basketball.
Haney is fortunate she maybe didn't get called for a foul as she scrambled for the basketball and fell on top of Wagner. It was ruled just off of the Versailles Tigers. So another look here for the Raiders on offense. That's their 4th offensive rebound so far.
Ball tipped out by Lexi Magato will stay with the Raiders. Raiders back into their normal starting 5. There's inbound, it's Gubo alone in the corner. She'll pull the trigger, got it. Reese Gubo from the corner, that's her spot, and the Raiders take the lead back 5-2 on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Her 21st made triple of the season, and another turnover by the Tigers.
Gubo gets the steal in transition over to Haney.
Mentioned Gubo, she started off 0 for 2, had confidence to pull the trigger again, Brandon. She hits it at 33%, so that 1 of 3 here in the first quarter, right at her season average. Again, that's her 21st made triple of the season for the junior.
Raiders working around Gubo over to Francis. Nice down screen by Sherman to help create the wide open shot for Francis. She cannot connect, though. Tigers will work it up here. It's Leach over the timeline. Nice behind the back move. This is a very young Tigers team.
Likewise, I believe they have just 3 seniors, but some younger classmen actually starting here. You think of Wagner as a freshman. That's the earliest you can get them when they're young.
Raiders get a steal. CC Borcher's the beneficiary. Pushing the break, goes left side. On the inside, down over to Haney, trying to work against Wagner. Inside out, wide open. Borcher's, her shot no good. Sherman going to be called for the foul, and it'll be Tiger basketball.
Good seal that time by the Tigers. They not only will get the team rebound, the defensive rebound, but they'll pick up a personal foul against Sherman, and both Sherman and CC Borchers each with a personal foul here early in the first quarter.
Simone Putoff checks in for the Raiders, a junior, and 5'6" senior, number 23, Madeline Bargy, checks in for the Tigers.
Here comes a double team.
Raiders trying to mix up their pressure here. Ball is tipped out.
That double team, Brandon, going to the opposite side of the court. Rushi rotates and forces that ball handler to find the open player, which is normally the farthest girl away from the basketball. And usually it works out, and if your secondary defense is active, they can get some nice, easy interceptions, if you will.
We got a timeout by Coach Tracy White. It's a 30-second timeout. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip here this year on NKTelco Sports. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight. They are Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Ogles Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, The Jewelry Barn, and NKTelco. Follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games all season long on www.wcsmradio.com. All season long, your sports leader in Mercer and Algrace County. So that precision strip timeout. It's been a low-scoring first quarter. A little over 4 minutes of play here. The Raiders ahead 5-2 of the Tigers.
The defense has come up big for the Raiders, already causing 5 Tiger turnovers. And for Russia, they've had 2 turnovers, but they've had some offensive possessions where they've had multiple looks. They've cashed in on one of those, getting a 2-pointer, but they've gotten a shot, just haven't hit them all.
Wide open shot for Varsity, no good, and Hannah Dirksen in the lineup as well for the Tigers. Raiders trying to push the break there, and that should be out on the Raiders, and it is.
That's quickly the 3rd Raider turnover, so as well as they've been getting shots off and such, just a 3-point lead so far here early in the first quarter. The Tigers don't need to kind of score if you know, get into some offensive continuity, some rhythm, and because the possessions are going to be very critical here, and with all the amount of turnovers, you're not going to have many shots taken, so when you do get them, you got to hit them and try to avoid that live ball turnover. That's her second foul.
Yep, and there's now in a little bit of foul trouble, testing that depth, and Maya Manin, junior, going to come in, and also sophomore Ronnie Poling, who got that promotion from the junior varsity squad, now in the lineup.
That time Borcher's just too aggressive out top, and it looked casual, if you will, but there was contact. And it's something with basketball, you know, it's her second foul. So basketball, you know, they force, if you will, the best players out of the game with those 2 fouls. So tough break for Borchers. One of their better players on the team have to spend some time on the bench because of those fouls. Don't want to pick up her 3rd one here with just under half of a quarter left to play.
Put off, going to get called eventually there. You knew once Briscoe started moving there that put off was going to have to give some space there, and
she didn't.
The foul.
Yeah, it was a good call. I kind of like that. Sometimes officials will let the bigger, faster, stronger teams body the smaller players. I don't think that's right. I mean, it's fine to be fast and quick, but move your feet on defense. Don't knee them or body them in their effort to move the basketball.
4 Raider team fouls, none yet on the Tigers. So the Tigers got that to their advantage of this youthful roster for Coach Tracy White. Bargy, right side. Bargy looking for a teammate. It's got to get rid of it. It's got to get the count off her. Bargy drives inside, off balance shot, no good. Dirksen swoops in for the offensive board. Back out to Bargy. Tigers work it around. It's Leach on the inside. Underhand shot, no good. Rebound Sherman.
A couple looks there for the Tigers. Not open, quote, looks, but looks.
Gubo, nice take to the basket. Just rimmed out on the contested layup. Ball up ahead, intercepted. Gubo like a safety. Took that away.
Gubo's been very active on the offense here. Already 3 shots from the perimeter and had that nice move on the interior, so she can do from the outside and is creative and get to the basket off the dribble as well.
Try to get the ball on the inside of Poling. Tipped out by the Tigers. We'll stay with the Raiders as number 3, Lexi Magato, 5'6" junior, back in the lineup. 1:57 to go here in the first quarter. 5-2 Raiders on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Lexi Magato gets the steal for the Tigers, trying to get out of the double team, trying to create space. Tigers have to work it up quickly. Works it up ahead to Bargy. And I think they had the 10-second count in the back of their head.
It was, yeah, definitely they had some time left, but it felt like they had to panic and rush it, and they did. And that's the 7th turnover after they forced the 4th against Russia. So each team for this first quarter, still just under minute 45 to go, has given some turnovers or creating some turnovers.
Wide open 3, Maya Manin splashes it from the left wing, and the Raiders back out to an 8-2 lead.
Her 14th triple of the season for Maya Manin, 5'7" junior. 14 made 3-pointers on the season, and just under 30% 3-point shooter.
Leach gives the ball up over to Jenna Dirksen on the inside. Counted and one for Jenna Dirksen, the 5'7" sophomore. And will have a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play as we take a look on our Winter Quality Meets replay.
Poling will make contact, and good strength there by Dirksen. That's a nice move. She's kind of close enough where you can kind of shoot it off 1 foot, but it doesn't give the defense a chance to get back in front of you. Some girls will have beat her, but then stop and set, and by that time the defense can get back in front and stop your shot. But Dirksen, if you will, continues in one fluid motion. She's her leading scorer, just under 6 points a game for the 5'7" sophomore, 6 points a game on the year.
Nice pass by Haney to Sherman, and the Raiders get a response. And the Raiders offense starting to roll here a bit.
6'2" junior, that's a tough shot. Sherman, baseline jumper, about 12 feet, hit it nicely.
Wild shot on the inside, no good there by Leach. 4 different Raiders have scored so far as they lead 10-5 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Put off on the inside, put off over to Maya Mon, an off-balance shot, no good. Ball pinballs around down to Jenna Dirksen. And the Tigers work it up ahead. It's Lexi Magato. Nearly walks, gets the ball up over to Leach. Tries to get the ball up over to Bargy, and she fell on the floor. And it's either a travel or a foul, so I think it's a push right there.
That one, yeah, a lot of the Raiders making it very difficult for the Tigers to run offense, and then get kind of a break there as Sherman's going to pick up her second foul. They'll say there was some body contact, Brandon. I saw it clean up top. Can't tell you what it looked like below, but Sherman and Borchers each with 2 personal fouls each.
And a little bit of trouble there as Ronnie Poling immediately goes up off the bench. It'll be 2 free throws for Leach, and she cannot. Oh, no, she can. It spun around there a bit and went in, and Sophie Francis back in for the Raiders as well.
You're not supposed to get those kind of rolls on the visitor's rim, but that one, as you mentioned, I had looked down too. I thought it was rolling out as I marked my notes. That one much more true, if you will.
More crisp there by Cassie Leach. 3 different Tigers have scored, and it's a 10-7 ball game.
Versailles 4 of 4 from the free throw line. I'm sorry, 5 of 5 from the foul line. So that's really helped them stay competitive here. Just trail by 3 with all the turnovers they've had. Not a lot of field goal opportunities, but shooting the free throws pretty well, 5 of 5.
And they try to get Gubo open in the corner. Pass was just above the head of Reese Gubo by Sophie Francis, and it's a Raider turnover.
5 turnovers, Brandon, first quarter for the Raiders, and currently 7 for the Tigers, final 10 seconds.
Tigers with a chance to tie it up with a 3 or try to cut into the lead for the end of the quarter. 10-7 Raiders. Ball ripped away by Ella Haney. Will he be able to get a shot off? I don't think she did, and it won't matter anyway. It won't matter anyway. We are through here, 1 quarter of play at Russia. Our score is Raiders 10, Tigers 7. Come back with the second quarter of action here next. NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Back here at Russia High School for the second quarter of action here between Russia and Versailles. 10-7 our score. Raiders over the Tigers.
Free throw shooting for Versailles has kept them in this ball game. They're 5 of 5 in the first quarter. Versailles only took 3 field goals, only took 3 shots, made 1 of them in the first 8 minutes, but the free throws have come up big to help them trail by just 3. Turnovers, as mentioned, they committed 8 turnovers in the first quarter, did Versailles. Russia committed 5 turnovers.
On the inside, Kaylee Bronner shot rims out, close there for the Tigers.
Right idea, similar to the shot that Dirksen had, where he kind of a running layup, but close enough, just didn't get to drop.
Great pass to Poling to Haney on the inside. Shot is blocked. Haney goes up again and is fouled. And Haney will shoot 2 free throws.
Haney will go to the line where she's 82% on the season. In the first quarter, though, the Raiders, 4 of 12. So you look at the volume of shots. 12 shots attempted by Russia, just 3 for Versailles. Russia did hit on 2 two-pointers and 2 3-pointers. They did not attempt a free throw in the first quarter. Haney, again, 82% on the season. Good numbers for a 6-foot senior. She averages just under 10 points a game, Brandon, and 7 rebounds.
She's going to Edison State University, or Edison State Community College next year to play basketball, which has had a great local community college basketball program.
Yeah, they've done very well. They win a lot of games, and good place to go.
And Raiders get a steal for CC Borcher, who's got to play careful with 2 fouls. Borchers back out over to Mayamanen, going to pull the quick trigger, no good. Ball goes down on the inside, and it's whistled. A jump ball, arrow favors the Raiders.
Another look here in this possession for Russia, and boy, there's no need for a shot clock for them, as they usually have pretty quick offense, if you will. They have girls that can pass the ball and they can create off the dribble, so it makes it a very difficult task for the defense. And volume of shots taken already by Russia today is evident of that.
Taylor Wagner back in the lineup for the Tigers. CC Borchers goes out near the Raider logo. 6:56 to go here in the first half. 12-7 Raiders on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Versailles opened up the game in the zone defense. They're playing man-to-man now.
From the corner, Borchers no good. Weak side rebound, Mayamanen. Raiders will set up again. It's over to CC Borchers on the inside. Spin moves around and is fouled and will shoot 2 free throws.
Again, the quickness, just tough to guard and stay in front, and Borchers able to get to the basket, draw foul, so she'll go to the free throw line. Fouls number 24, Kaylee Braun, her first, team second.
There's a handful of substitutions here as it cannot connect on the first free throw. Reese Gubo, Simone Putoff, Kate Sherman in for the Raiders, and in for the Tigers is number 40, senior Jenna Dirksen, or Hannah Dirksen, excuse me.
CC Borchers, 68% from the free throw line. Leading scores, I mentioned, on the team at 10.2. Hits 1 of 2 free throws. That's her 3rd point of the game.
Raiders have balanced that scoring out. They lead 13-7, their largest lead of the game so far. Wide open Dirksen. Dirksen hits the shot, and the lefty pulls the Tigers back within 4.
There's that double team, and you have to find the girl that's farthest away from the court. Nice pass. I missed who threw it. Maybe it was number 10. Could have been Briscoe, but boy, nice jumper for Dirksen. Hitting the shot that really puts, capitalizes on, if you will, capitalizes on the Tigers' ability to take advantage of the double team.
Tigers applying nice half-court pressure there. Briscoe tips the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. 13-9. Here with 6:08 to go here in the first half.
Oh, so Kate Sherman back in the ballgame with 2 fouls as her and CC Borchers each with 2 fouls. And we got communication that it was Briscoe last time down with the assist that she threw to Hannah Dirksen for the last field goal by Versailles.
Ronnie Poling shot no good on the inside. Borchers on the attempted cleanup. And there's a jump ball. Arrow favors the Tigers.
Well, the Raiders in this case, Brandon, come away empty. They've had some shots. They just have not made a field goal this quarter. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5 here in the second quarter. They have hit on 3 of 4 free throws, but not shooting a very good percentage thus far for the Raiders in the half court.
Cassie Leach back in the lineup.
Trouble, that's trap zone. Got to find the opening. They do a nice job.
Wagner on the inside, shot by Sherman. Lucky there was no foul called there. She has 2.
That was Sherman contesting or pulling?
Sherman.
That was tough. If that's hers, that's her 25th block of the season. But like I said, with 2 fouls, anything can happen with body contact or whistles called or whistles blown. But turnover there by Sherman or the Raiders, and a quick timeout here coming up for someone.
Timeout by Coach Paul Bremingen. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll take the break with them. 5:24 here to go in the first half. Russia 13, Versailles 9. We'll be back here next on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Back here live at Russia High School, 5:24 here to go in the first half. The Russia Raiders lead the Versailles Tigers 13-9 here, and the Tigers hanging with the Raiders.
It has. It was a 3-point game to start the second quarter. It's 4 now, but neither team has shot the ball very well, although Versailles' percentage isn't bad, just have not had many opportunities. Although Wagner right there muscles that through. Good play by the freshman.
Taylor Wagner with a bucket on the inside. Tigers back within 2.
That's 2 times where she's kind of like had like an extended layup. That both her field goals have come like off of a running one-hander. Good shots. She's very strong, and 5 quick points.
Ronnie pulling, nice power move on the inside. Sherman cleans it up on the weak side and gets the response, and the Raider lead back out to 4.
Second chance opportunity. This time the Raiders take advantage of it. That's their 5th offensive rebound of the quarter. Their first that they were able to turn into points.
Leach goes over to Hannah Dirksen. Dirksen back over to Wagner. Wagner trying to make a move on the inside. Threw up a shot.
That one was a little bit more forced. Maybe there was some contact, but trying to make something happen on offense, couldn't get it done.
Borchers hesitation, jump shot from the elbow and got it to fall. Raider lead back out to 6.
5 points in the game now for Borchers, and 15-footer.
And there's a foul called before the timeout. Coach White will take that. Doesn't have to get her timeout used, but she does get a foul, and they'll shoot bonus free throws out of it, which they've shot very well here so far.
Again, I thought that was a good call as a foul. You know, Gubo made some contact up here, and really no arguing per se. And those contacts, that's a couple fouls we've seen way out here in the middle of space, so you have to be careful when you're playing pressure defense that you don't get contact and a cheap foul.
Brooke Briscoe to the line, shot no good. Raiders trying to add to this lead halfway through the second quarter. They lead by 6. Left side, it's Simone Putoff. Putoff on the curl up over to Reese Gubo. Gubo gets a shot fake over to CC Borchers. Back on the inside over to Kate Sherman. Sherman shot fakes over Hannah Dirksen and cans the jumper.
Nice move by number 4. Good use of the body, Brandon. Good pivot, good spacing, and elevated enough to get the high release, her 6th point of the game.
Leach trapped by a couple Raiders. Gets the ball up off the exchanger, and there's a foul on the Raiders. It's going to go against Simone Putoff.
Her 2nd foul, team 8th. And it's like Russia invites Versailles to come right across the timeline into that trap zone where they bring the double team. You can see it coming. Versailles maybe has to almost get, instead of dribbling right into it and giving up, back up before you get there. Don't cross the timeline yet. Force Russia to commit. Then you can, when they do that, you can back up and throw the diagonal pass and maybe eliminate the double team right away.
Simone to the bench. Raiders struggling at guard without fouling here so far. It's one thing they've struggled to do, and the Tigers have shot really well at the charity stripe here tonight. And they, as I say that, and I give the announcers jinx. And 19-12. And of course the announcers jinx right there.
It happens.
But they have shot free throws well tonight at about a 70% clip.
Yeah, they were 5 of 5 in the first quarter. They're 1 of 3 here in the second quarter. Nice left hand.
And one there by Ella Haney on the inside.
Good finish by the 6-foot senior. She was able to get it. Watch the replay here, and a good use. Never gave the defense a chance. A little bit maybe too easy to give her that kind of look. As a foul then is called on number 40, is that's almost automatic, like I said, for Haney. She's 3 of 3 on the night.
Raider lead back out to 10. And ball tipped out. Will stay with the Tigers. 3:01 to go here in the half. I swear that announcer's jinx had Scott Ward there kind of laughing after we missed that free throw. Buddy from WTGR, and that announcer's jinx I think is a real curse. I mean, I don't know. It's just,
that's why I didn't say anything.
Well, yeah, you want to compliment a team for doing something good as Dirksen travels. You want to compliment a team for doing something good, and then you don't want to.
The percentages catch up. Not every shot's going to go in, and it happens. Right now, a possession here for the Raiders. Brandon, a big one is, you know, right now Versailles is already down by 10, and it's been a good second quarter of offense. Allison Swartz, number 44.
Swartz in line to play that JV contest, which was won by the Tigers earlier. 41-35. The Raiders trying to add to this 10-point lead. Mon in corner, 3 is short. Rebound, pinballs off of Wagner, and will stay with the Raiders.
Another opportunity. That's the difference between successful teams and unsuccessful teams. Is too many times Raiders have had multiple looks, and when you get multiple looks at the basket, it's about like giving a golfer 2 chances to make the same putt. You know, you get a read, you get a feel, you get the line. Here, you just get another possession, go back to work on offense, and It just seems to work them more than not. Not this time, though, as there's a turnover that the offensive team will convert if you give them another chance.
Lexi Magato gets the steal. Tigers working up ahead, trying to get back within single digits. On the inside to Wagner. Stolen temporarily by Gubo, but she stepped on the baseline and will stay with the Tigers.
A break for the Tigers as it went off the hands of Wagner. And fortunately, they'll get the ball right back. Wagner, if she would have caught it, would have almost probably been trapped under the bank board.
There's a three. Nice looking shot there by Jenna Dirksen.
Nice catch and release. Quick all-in-one motion. That's a big-time shot. She's hit for the cycle, has Jenna Dirksen a triple, a field goal, and a free throw. 6 points in the afternoon.
And Haney on the inside. Got it. Haney with 7 now.
Again, she's a tough stop. She gets the ball. She's athletic. She's tall. She's light on her feet. Right here, found the gap, and just with a simple hop move, got around and drew the personal foul against Versailles. But Haney's a tough stop. Again, she's not only 6 foot, but she moves well with her feet. She's light on her feet and a good free throw shooter. She gets rewarded for all those times. Again, as we curse her, but still pretty good free throw shooter, 82% on the season.
Yeah, it's a really good percentage. And the announcer's jinx, looks like the announcer's jinx has canceled each team out. Ronnie Poling back in the lineup for the Raiders as the Raiders lead 24-15. Gotta get rid of the basketball to Schwartz. Tries to give it up over to Magato. Deflected up in the forecourt. Wild series of events. And we're gonna call it jump. And the arrow favors the Raiders.
I'm not real sure what you would call there. A loose ball in the backcourt. Rushi must have touched it momentarily because Versailles, when they recovered it, would have been over and back, but it must have touched Rushi first. And then bodies us all over the court. It's probably a good idea. Just blow the whistle, go to the arrow, make sure everyone gets up and healthy, and we're back at it here.
1:35 here to go in the first half. 9-point Raider lead. And there's a foul called there. And that foul's going to go against number 20, Jenna Dirksen, 5'7" sophomore.
Her first foul, and only the team's 5th. So we mentioned earlier, Rushi has committed a lot of fouls. They already committed 8, and some of those even early on were shooting fouls. Here's a nice entry to Haney.
She was wide open under the basket. Haney now has 9.
All here in the second quarter, so good quarter for the senior, but Rushi's been fouling Versailles in the act of shooting even before the bonus. There were a number of 1- and 2-shot fouls early on.
And great hustle by Reese Gubo up ahead to Sophie Francis, and that did about 3 whirl runs around the basket and fell in.
That was a tough finish for Francis on the left side. She was contacted by Lexi Magato. Watch the replay here. Is good hands by, I believe it was Gubo. A good save, and again, a left-handed finish, I'm pretty sure, for a right-handed girl, and that's a good scoop and score, or good turnover, or offense on a turnover in transition.
Sophie Francis gets her first basket night on senior night, cannot connect on the free throw.
Good job by Haney tipping it out and keeping her teammate the ability to run it down. Another look.
Francis, the 3, no good, and that's out of, but they're going to call a foul there on Maya Monin, I believe.
Nope.
Or no, they're going to call it out. Okay.
Just tipped off of her, so Rushi doesn't take advantage of that opportunity as another senior, Riley Hammonds, in for her classmate, Ella Haney.
Hammonds comes in, the 5'5" senior. One of 3 seniors again on senior night. Long baseball-style pass up ahead to Leach. Tried to throw the runner-up, rebound to Hammonds. Raiders have numbers trying to push the break. Up ahead to Maya Monin in transition. Wild shot there. No good. It's a foul in backcourt. And Tigers will shoot 2 free throws.
How many times have you seen it where the person that misses the shot, in this case, Maya Monin, retaliates a little bit and commits the foul? And that's exactly what happened. She had a tough contested shot and then gets whistled for the foul against Wagner, who has had a good night tonight for the 6-foot freshman. She's scored 4 points, but she's been their offense. She's had a number of opportunities. She's been active on defense. 2 for 2 at the line today.
First free throw is good by Wagner, the freshman. And a very youthful team for Coach White. We talked about the Tigers struggling a little bit this year, but they have some youth here, and you see some talent, and you see they've been well coached here so far. Going up against a very veteran Raiders squad.
Well, Rushi's not extremely old. They do have 3 seniors. 2 of them basically start but they have a good nucleus of underclassmen with a couple of juniors get a lot that start, and then you work all the way down, even like to Poling, who's a freshman that plays, or sophomore is Poling.
Monin gets it left side over to Gubo. 37 seconds left, 28-17 Raiders on our First National Bank first scoreboard. Ball goes down to Hammonds. Hammonds looking for a teammate. Hammonds goes on the inside, off balance, shot no good. Rebound by Ronnie. Poling goes up, gets it stripped away by Jenna Dirksen. Dirksen works it up over to Leach. Tigers got a chance to pull within single digits here with a basket right before half. Briscoe try to give her to Dirksen, and they're going to call an illegal screen on Hannah Dirksen.
The illegal screen. I didn't quite catch it, but you gotta be stationary, give the defense a step.
That's what I'm thinking it was. That's where it's stationary.
Then you can't come up and blindside someone. You have to be there and allow, if you will, the defense to almost say, hey, pick left, pick left. You can't blindside, and you got to be stationary too. So,
ball wide open. Gubo three, in and out. Rebound down to Schwartz. Tigers only got a little bit of time. They got to get something up. Long three at the horn, off the mark, and we are at the halftime break. Our scores: Rouge 28, Versailles 17. We'll take a break, come back with the first half stats and recap in the second half of action. You're next on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Precision Strip, Tom and Jerry's, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Carriage Works, New Knoxville Supply Company.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Edict Minster, Clope, Keyhole Pizza. Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Back here at Clare C. DeVoe Gymnasium, it's halftime between Versailles and Versailles. Our score at the halftime intermission, Versailles 28, Versailles 17. Let's take a look at our Wagner's IGA stats and recap here. Mr. Jeff Hinchin with the details.
Here are the details, as right now the score 28-17. And for Versailles, just 11 attempts, so not a lot of volume shots, only made 4 of them. They were 1 of 2 of those 11 from three-point range. Look over to the right, Versailles, a lot more attempts, 30 attempts. They made 11 of those 30 attempts. A third of them were three-pointers, only hit on 2 of 10. Free throw shooting, Versailles has kept them in the game, is at 8 of 10. And Versailles at 4 of 7. Rebounding margin somewhat even there, as I told them wrong. Sorry, guys. Versailles has 21 stats. I said this backwards, but we're close. So the 10 and 8 there is turnovers. And then Versailles dominated in glass, 21 rebounds compared to 10. And those 21 rebounds, of them, 12 of those were offensive. So they've done a nice job. Haven't capitalized as much as they'd like to on those second opportunities, but they've converted a couple of those back for 4 points. Scoring in the game for Versailles, 6 from Jenna Dirksen, 6 from Taylor Wagner, 2 from Hannah Dirksen, 2 from Casey Leach, and 1 from Brooke Briscoe.
We're just get a turnover to start the second half. Senior Sophie Francis connects on the layup. Credit the assist to Kate Sherman.
Francis gets her 4th point of the game. Other scores in the first half quickly here for the Raiders. 9 from Haney, 6 from Sherman. Another turnover. So 9 from Haney, 6 from Sherman, 5 from CC Borchers, 3 from Maya Monin, 3 from Reese Goubeau, 2 from Francis. Add that 2 that she just had on the layup, gives her 4. Their total of now 30 points.
Raiders working around their high-low offense here. Borchers going back out left side over to Sophie Francis. Francis on the inside to Sherman, trying to get through a double team. Her shot in, out, and in.
That's a good catch and release for the 6'2" junior. Caught it out of the air, if you will. Quick turn, ball stayed high. Didn't give the defense a chance to defend. Her 8th point of the game. Timeout.
Timeout by Coach Tracy White. Take this moment to tell you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or HD on Channel 503. You can catch the replays of this game Saturday, February 12th at 8 a.m. and Saturday, February 19th at noon. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and nktelco.com/sports. Our other sponsors here tonight, Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Ogles Audiology. This time out brought to you by Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, our Rushi Live View game sponsor, the Jewelry Barn, and NKTelco. You can follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM in their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com. All season long, your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize counties. So the Raiders with a really good start. They force a couple turnovers, and they get a couple baskets out of it, and kind of flustered the Tigers coming out of the halftime break.
Yes, the opening layup, if you will, forced off of a turnover. And just as you were talking, I was thinking, boy, the Rushi defense is just wearing down the Versailles offense. Nothing has been easy. A team that struggles to score the basketball on the year, the Tigers only averaging 32 points a game. But when you apply hard defense, man-to-man, the entire half court, it's tough to feel comfortable, tough to see, tough to get those open looks. And that's just beginning to wear on the Tigers, and they're going to force another turnover here.
And the Raiders.
Third turnover of the quarter for Versailles. They now have 15 turnovers in the basketball game.
A minute 20 into this quarter, and Francis, the 3, rattles out. Briscoe with the rebound. Briscoe gives the ball up over to Leach, cross-court pass. Over on the inside to Braun, and she's swatted away by Sherman.
That's the second block in the game for Sherman. She now has 26 on the season.
Nice weave on the inside by Borchers, no good. Cleanup, no good by Sherman either. Sherman trying to get her own rebound, gets tangled up with Leach, and will be called for the foul.
Oh, one against Sherman.
Yep. Her arm got locked up on the inside there. That's a good call there by the official.
Her third foul against Sherman.
Fortunately, no injuries could happen. Your arm get locked up like that. Could get
seen that before,
and
yeah, witnessed it a game ago. I was doing, and girl really got her arm tied up and like bent over, and the other girl pivoted and kind of just looked very awkward. And good ending to the story was no one got a separated shoulder or anything like that. So it can happen, but those things are very painful if it does happen, and season-ending usually. Again, just look at the pressure here. They don't let you kind of just back up and reset your offense so that you can get a chance to survey and get your team organized.
Jenna Dirksen shot no good on the inside. Gets her own rebound, sets it back up. Gets it over to Cassie Leach. Leach right side over to Briscoe. Briscoe trying to get on the inside. That's going to be a Raider foul on Ronnie Poling.
Again, I like the call. They're playing behind. When the bounce pass came in, you've got to move your feet to get around. And Poling this time stood and then reached through. Anytime you quote reaching is not the foul. It's the contact you made on the backside of the girl you're guarding. So Versailles another look here, and they're going to, nope, I thought maybe we'd pick up a foul against Haney.
I think she tripped over her own foot there. I think trying to go up against Haney. Okay for Hannah Dirksen. She's coming up a little gimpy, but she's biting her lip and she's fighting through it, which is a good thing to see.
It never feels good when you fall on hardwood. Keyword hardwood. It's no give here. And
Raiders cross screen over to Borchers. Three-pointer off the mark. 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. 32-17 Raiders on our First National Bank first scoreboard. Ball down to Dirksen on the inside. Dirksen spins back around. Dirksen looking for a teammate. Dirksen gets up over to Briscoe.
Much better job by pulling that time against Dirksen, not fouling. This time Dirksen steps out a little bit. Hit a jumper earlier in the first half, Brandon, from distance. Not that time.
Raiders run the break. Goes over to Ronnie. Pulling her layup is good. And the Raiders doubling up the Tigers 34-17.
Tough defense on one end of the court. Forces Versailles into tough shots. And then in transition now, Rushi's getting some buckets. That's easy offense. And beginning again to wear down the Tigers on defense.
Raiders get a turnover. It's CC Borchers. Borchers up ahead, up over to Ella Haney, wide open under the basket, lays it in. And we've got a timeout by Coach Tracy. It looks like there's no timeout.
I think he was trying to do a nice thing to let the subs come in. And
like I said there a little bit ago that Dirksen's been
the injury, yes. That's why.
And that's get her off the court now.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I forgot about Dirksen. Yeah, she didn't look healthy after she shot the last jumper, and so after you have to wait until there's a dead. Yeah, you can't penalize Rushi unless it's a head injury. You got to wait until there's a break in action, and there wasn't until Haney scored the basketball. If they would have walked it up, maybe you called them, but in transition, you don't blow the whistle for that type of injury now. But that's why the game was stopped.
And Dirksen showed no emotion on the inside as Braun connects. She showed really no emotion that she was, she showed emotion that she was hurt, but she wasn't like slowing down or anything.
Right.
Haney, three swish. Ella Haney with a dozen now. There's a blown this game open.
14 points for Haney. She had the last 2-point bucket a couple possessions ago in transition and now hit her three-pointer. That's her 9th made triple of the season. Haney, a 44% three-point shooter, 44% accuracy. Doesn't shoot a lot, but when she does, she's been accurate.
Braun on the inside. Her shot's no good. Rebound Wagner. Wagner going up wild. Shot no good. Rebound by Borchers. 20-point lead for the Raiders. In transition, Monty going to pull the trigger on the three. No good. Rebound goes down to Simone Putoff as she gets tied up there with a couple Tigers. And the arrow's going to favor the Raiders.
Wasn't a jump ball. When Versailles tied up the Raider, they were out of bounds. So it'll be an offensive team rebound, not a possession. So the person from Versailles that touched the ball is out of bounds, so it became out of bounds. So not a alternating possession.
Shot no good by Haney on the inside.
And there's a not possession, but there's a team rebound for Versailles after the Haney miss. Haney's been pretty good today. The 14 points, has only missed 3 shots, and has made 3 of her 4 free throws.
And the Tigers will bring it up. It is Briscoe.
Here comes the double team.
Just as you call it, Jeff, the double team. Over to Jenna Dirksen, who's got the 3. Jenna Dirksen, big 3. And the Tigers back within 17.
Dirksen with 9 points now for the sophomore. And good job again. When they come to double team, someone's open. Dirksen able to find it or get the opening and score the 3-point shot.
Power move no good on the inside by pulling. There's a tie up. Arrow favors the Raiders. So last time it was the Tigers who were stepped out of bounds, and Reese Gubo going to come in for CC Borchers. Kate Sherman going to check in for the Raiders. And Ronnie Pulling will check out. Put off, inbound over to Gubo. Swings it over to Sherman, trying to get delayed action to Haney on the inside up against Wagner. And shot no good. Wagner played great defense on the inside.
Yeah, it was even a nice shot by Haney protecting it, but just didn't get the offensive shot to drop. Good defense by the Tigers. They give it over here. Their 6th turnover of the 3rd quarter.
Ball goes up over to Maya Mon, and layup no good. Cleaned up on the weak side, no good by put off as we have a jump ball. Arrow favors the Tigers. (39-22) with 2:28 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Raiders up ahead over the Tigers here. Brandon Coverman along with Jeff Hinchin here. On the final regular season game for both these teams, they'll start tournament action next Saturday. The Raiders will play Lehman Catholic. We're hoping to get that game live for you here on NKTelco Sports.
So each team, though, will not make up the games then that I thought that...
Russia will play Monday, actually. I should take that back. Russia was the scheduled final regular season game.
Yep.
For the final regular season game, I believe, for Versailles, too. And a full timeout here on the floor. 2:16 here to go in the 3rd quarter. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Russia 39, Versailles 22. We'll be back after this break on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Back here out of the Precision Strip timeout, the Russia Raiders lead the Versailles Tigers 39-22, and the Raiders really, this 3rd quarter, have played well offensively.
Yeah, they have. They've put 11 points up on the board. They've only given up 5. So, again, the defense has, again, just wears you down. It's just like a boxing match. You just continue to get hit. Not literally that Russia's hitting them, but just a fatigue factor, having someone in your face and having to work against an opponent that's right in your face. It begins to wear and tear, and if you don't hit shots, you know, that makes it worse, and the turnovers have hurt Versailles. They have 18 in the ball game already, so that doesn't allow them to get many shots off, so the volume has been little, and the turnovers have been great.
Ball right side over to Barchi, back over to Jenna Dirksen. 2-minute warning to go in the 3rd quarter. Dirksen fouled, hits the deck hard.
Yeah, it wasn't on Sherman. They're going to whistle that, I believe, on Monin. And it is on Monin. Definitely Sherman came over from weak side help, swatted it away, but it was Monin underneath that committed the foul against Dirksen.
Jenna Dirksen having a nice night with 9 points for the sophomore.
Averaging just under 6 points a game, misses her first free throw. She had a hoop and harm in the 1st quarter. Hit a triple in the 2nd quarter. As I remember mentioning, she's hit for the cycle, a free throw, a 2-point shot, and a 3-point shot.
Dirksen cans the free throw. She's in double figures.
10 points. 4 above her season average for the 5'7" sophomore.
Riley Hammond's back in the lineup for the Raiders. That's that ball tipped by Briscoe. Monin recovers it, swings it over to Reese Gubo.
Zone defense by the Tigers.
They swing it to the corner, tipped out of bounds by Dirksen. And it'll stay with the Raiders.
It's been kind of hard to tell a little bit what defense Versailles has been in throughout the half. I know they're in zone now, but Rugi's had a lot of stuff in transition where there's not been a lot of time to set up defensively. But now Versailles is definitely in a zone defense, trying to slow down the Raider offense.
Riley Hammond's wide open, takes the jump shot, and rattles home for the senior.
Good to see the 5'5" senior get a friendly roll on the rim as Riley hits her first bucket of the game.
41-23, Raiders on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. They apply the pressure. Ball goes up, shot no good by Leach. Hammond's the rebound, over to Gubo left side. Gubo swings it over to Sophie Francis on the inside, over to Ronnie Poling, deflected out by Wagner. She stepped on the line and stayed with the Raiders.
Borchers for Ruschi, Braun for Versailles. Check back in, Brandon. 65 seconds to play, third quarter. Again, Ruschi just a lot of moving parts here. They got a lot of people that play and a lot of people look to score.
Shot no good, Gubo. Weak side rebound. Hammonds, her shot is blocked. Goes down to Poling, and she's hacked on the arm, and they'll shoot 2 free throws.
Persistence, another offensive series where they have a lot of opportunities. They had 3 of them there, the Poling, Hammonds, and now, I'm sorry, not Poling, but the first one was, I think, Gubo had an attempt in there. Hammonds had an attempt, and then Poling gets fouled in the act of shooting.
Poling cracks the box scores. Lexi Magato back in, along with Hannah Dirksen, going to come in for the Tigers.
Poling now with 3 points in the game for the 6-foot sophomore.
Poling, free throw is good. Poling, like I said, let's play that JV role. It's got promoted recently to varsity full time.
That'd be good to see her play a lot of minutes already. She'll earn now, and just a sophomore 6-footer has a bright future in front of her. And you mentioned the JV team who actually lost today, Brandon. You said that was maybe just a second loss.
Yep, only their second loss all year. It's a nice take on the inside by Brooke Briscoe.
Good court awareness by Briscoe. Her first field goal attempt. Boy, short-lived though, as Monin almost duplicates the same effort, although hers was a right-handed shot. Brooke Briscoe hit a left-handed layup. I'm pretty sure Briscoe is the right-hander, so it was a tough shot for Briscoe on the left side. Both guards made nice plays for each team in successive possessions.
Ball goes back over. Jenna Dirksen splashes home a 3.
Her her third made three-pointer of the game.
Gubo going to try to respond with one of her own, no good.
That was a 2-point attempt.
And just short there. Briscoe going to have to heave a half-quarter, and it's off the mark. We're through 3 quarters of play. 8 minutes to go here at the Claire Cinevo Gymnasium. The Ruschi Raiders lead the Versailles Tigers 45-28. We'll take a break. Come back with the 4th quarter of action here next on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Back here at the Claire Cinevo Gymnasium. Ready for the 4th quarter of action here between Ruschi and Versailles. The Raiders lead the Tigers 45-28, and the Raiders a really good offensive quarter with 17 points. The Tigers get 11 points that period and lead by 17.
Well, it's important when you win each quarter, and that's what Ruschi has done, is continue to kind of grow the lead a little bit, and have right now a 17-point lead.
Wide open, Ella Haney's got the jump shot to go.
She had 9 at halftime, made 5 in the 3rd quarter for 14. That one here now gives her 16 in the game.
Ella Haney, a fantastic night on senior night, future Edison State Charger, and as we say that, she commits the foul, and the announcer's jinx, it works again.
Yeah, not only in free throws, but also on defense, evidently.
4th team foul on the Tigers, or Raiders, excuse me, as Simone Putoff comes in for the Raiders. As Jenna Dirksen will take it out right in front of the scores table here. Inbounds it over to Hannah Dirksen. Tries to get it up over to Briscoe. Ball tipped out of bounds and will stay with the Tigers. 7:29 to go here in the fourth. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. My name is Brandon Coverman. Alongside me, Jeff Hinchin. Magato inbounds and it's picked off by Reese Gubo. Gubo darts over the timeline, left side over to Simone Putoff. Simone Putoff's shot is good.
Everybody get into the action right now. Put off her first bucket of the game.
49-28, Raiders with their largest lead of the game. Trap action going on here for the Raiders. Tigers get out of it. It's over to Briscoe. Briscoe out over right side to Jenna Dirksen. Dirksen kicks it out. Goes over to Braun and...
Good block evidently by Haney, it looked like.
Borchers pushes the tempo over to Haney. She'll take the three. It's short. Rebound falls down to Briscoe. And oh, she bounced it off her shoe.
Tough break. Again, when you struggle and you don't win a lot of games and things aren't going your way, those are the type of plays that, you know, just don't happen to teams that are successful right now. So bad luck has bit them that possession as they got to stop, but then the rebound and turn it over on the ball out of bounds.
Kate Sherman back in the Raider lineup. He's 8 points kind of quietly here tonight.
Yeah, Sherman has had some foul troubles.
And there's a rebound by Sophie Francis. It's a shooting foul. She'll shoot 2.
Who shot the first one?
That was CC Borchers.
Okay, 2-pointer?
Yep.
So another offensive rebound attempt, though, is going to extend the possession. And Francis, who didn't get the hoop into harm, is 0 for 1 at Brandon in the game. Had that opportunity back in the second quarter.
Francis cans the first free throw. 38% from the line this year.
I was going to say struggling from the line, but makes that one, and no better time to get better than hit him in game situations, and that one back iron no good.
And Francis with 5 now on her senior night. Ball goes over to Hannah Dirksen, and
wonder why that's traveling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because she didn't dribble.
Yeah, she did.
It's a layup. She caught it, yeah, but it's no different than a layup. Her pivot foot never came back
She took
down.
only 2 steps.
Yeah,
I'm kind of wondering the same thing.
It looked bad, but anymore, you think about it, traveling is when you move your pivot foot before the ball hits the ground on a dribble. Or you go up like 1-2 and then you land again. Maybe it's just because it looked awkward. Yeah.
Ball goes out to Borchers on the inside. She loses it. Basketball on the ground. Pivoting down to Borchers, who finds it. Shot no good. Barchi with the rebound. 50-28. Our score on the First National Bank First scoreboard. Raiders over the Tigers. Again, we said the Raiders will close out their regular season Monday with Botkins, a team that they could possibly face in tournament coming up here.
Yep,
in about
Sydney,
2 weeks' time. Jenna Dirksen, long 3, bounces out, no good. Rebound down to Kate Sherman. Borchers up ahead to Simone Putoff. Putoff back over to CC Borchers on the inside to Ella Haney. Haney is fouled on the entry pass.
Again, a good look at it right there. You can see that Wagner is playing behind Haney, and it's just almost like putting food in front of a hungry person. They just go after it. You can't go after the ball when you're playing straight behind what she was. She was basically full, denial on the backside, and just when you reach forward, you're going to make contact, and she did that against Haney.
And Borchers fouled on the way up. That's the 4th Tiger team foul.
She'll have free throws coming up. Borchers, leading scorer on the season at 10 points a game on average. Sherman just under her at 10 even. And then Haney at 9.8. Those are the big 3 scorers, if you will. And free throws here for Borchers could get her up to 6 and 7 points, if you will. That's point number 6. She is now 2 for 3 from the free throw line today.
Riley Hammonds will check in for Kate Sherman. 5:22 here remaining in the contest. Raiders over the Tigers, trying to notch their 16th win of the season. And both free throws good there for CC.
Here comes a double team. Oh, good job finding it. Now I got hit the shot.
Schwartz tries to get over to Wagner. And it's tipped on the inside. We have a jump.
Yeah, Swartz, I think Coach White telling her the same thing. If you get another look at 14 feet,
yeah,
go ahead and look at it. She tried to make a right idea, but when you're wide open, go ahead and take the jump shot or the shot from 14 feet. But that was a good job by Versailles avoiding the double team trap. They saw it coming and able to find, and credit Swartz at time, getting in a spot where your teammate can find you, because there's a lot of size, if you will, defending against the ball handler. And again, give and go, zig and zag, turnover, Tigers.
Miscommunication, Schwartz and Bargy thinking two different things.
Well, the back
there.
door, remember, Versailles, Rushi, if you will, play so tight man-to-man, those backdoor cuts are there. If you get a step, you can have some opportunities going back door. Versailles hasn't been able to capitalize on that per se, but that time would have been one if, I think it was Magato, could have continued. Maybe you get one going to the basket, but instead it was a turnover.
Reese Scuba back in the lineup for the Raiders. CC Borchers to the bench. As Putoff will take out right in front of the Raiders student section. Long pass over to Haney. Haney, and it's going to be a Raider turnover. That was a tough play for Haney. He should have really climbed the ladder to go get that one.
And there was contact, below, and you hate to climb it too high and then have someone bump the ladder from the bottom. That was just their first turnover unofficially here in the half. They only had 8 in the first half. That I have them down as their first turnover of the second half. And they've caused or created 10 against the Tigers. So again, when you create turnovers, that limits other teams' ability to get shots off.
Dirksen over to Briscoe on the inside, and a foul going to go against Simone Putoff.
Her third foul, and still a common foul for this situation, so Versailles underneath.
Right under the basket, it is Bargy who will be the inbounder. Bargy over to Dirksen. They try to get Dirksen open there. It goes left side over to Bargy. Bargy spins it back out to Dirksen on the inside to Schwartz. Nice play, like you said, Jeff, there. Down to Allison Schwartz.
Her first bucket of the game, but nice ball movement and well done. The assist, I believe, was from Wagner.
3-ball good by Ella Haney.
That's her second made three-pointer of the game. Came in with 8 makes on the season, so now she's in double figures with 10 and a very good 44%. I think she's only missed, she's 2 of 3 today. So for a, quote, a big girl, at least 6 foot tall, good shooting for her.
Yeah,
good like shooting percentage.
Swartz and Bargy mix up again there on the inside. Another Tiger turnover. 55-30 Raiders with 3:54 remaining as Gubo and Putoff to the bench. Maya Monin and CC Borchers back in the ball game. Ball goes left side over to Monin. Monin looking for a teammate. Flash over, it's Riley Hammonds. Riley Hammonds over to Sophie Francis. Francis looking to penetrate on the inside. Backs out, looking for a teammate. Flashing the ball, it's Haney. Haney on the inside, trying to create on the inside. The ball goes around, and Sophie Francis, the senior, on the cleanup.
Well, right there to help her classmate was Francis, and boy, she came down and again, might have had the ball kind of poked out, but she went right back up. Quick release for Francis. Way to keep it above her head and avoid, getting it taken away. Good hands there by Hammonds, knocking the basketball out of bounds.
Kaylee Braun back in the lineup for the Tigers. 5'10 senior. So the Tigers with 3 seniors, Kaylee Braun, Madeline Bargy, and Hannah Dirksen. 7-2-30. There's Ed Schwartz on the inside, trying to score over Haney. Shot is no good, rebounded by Haney. Raiders work it up past the logo. Borchers goes right side. And that ball stolen. Stolen back by the Tigers. On the floor, they're going to call it a jump ball. The arrow's going to favor the Raiders.
After a great defensive play by Kaylee Braun, gets the steal and then kind of, dribbling down the court, lose a handle, ends up in a held ball. So, again, possession arrow. The 50-50 ball goes back to the Raiders. So a great defense is somewhat nullified as Raiders get it right back. A chance to go to work on offense.
Haney right side. Haney gets up over to Addison Shappy, who's in the ball game. 5'5 freshman, played in that JV contest earlier. Shappy left side over to Francis on the inside to Hammonds to the basket, and Hammonds is fouled and will shoot 2 free throws.
Pretty good swing move, if you will, by Hammonds, giving up some size there at 5 feet 5 inches, going against Swartz, who is I believe 5'10", 5'11", but a good quick mover. Her speed kind of got the foul drawn there, if you will, against Versailles. Chance here for Hammonds to score her third and fourth point.
And Hammonds cans the first free throw. Hammonds a very good softball player. Last year's Shelby County League Player of the Year. Has
as
committed,
a catcher.
Yep, as a catcher.
Which I did not know this. A couple days ago was National Catcher's Day.
Really? You know, spring training, well, maybe spring training will come up here soon for Major League Baseball if they can figure anything out, but Hammond's going to play at Bluffton University next year. And she has 4 points on the night for her senior night. Ball stolen by Sophie Francis. Play a little pitch and catch. The senior goes over the freshman Shappy, left side. 3-ball Monin off the mark. Rebound goes down to Hammonds. Back over to Francis. She'll take a stab at it. Her shot's no good. Deflects around, and it will stay with the Raiders.
Another look here, multiple possessions. Versailles will unload their bench for the final 2 minutes, 4 seconds.
You know, a lot of girls that played in the junior varsity contest earlier. Heidi Stammen, Taylor Guerrillo. Number 30. Trying to get some of the names situated out here.
30, yeah, Stamen is 30.
On the inside, Haney shot no good.
Well, it seems like the ball will not go away as Rushi will get another look here. This is, again, an extended possession. I know it's a 29-point game here, but that's the way it's been here today. Just Rushi wearing you down.
Number 12, Meredith Bargy in as well. Long shot there by Monin, no good. Rebound goes down to the Tigers. Bargy, or excuse me, Stammen over in the corner. That's Sarah Stammen, number 32, Sarah Stammen. And we have some substitutions, and this might be the senior farewell. Really quite for Ella Haney and Sophie Francis as they go to the bench and they walk off the last time in their Raider career. They'll walk off the floor and they'll walk off victorious in their last play. Jayla Shappy will head to the bench, and Riley Hammonds will get her moment here in a second.
Yeah, she's a lone senior left on the court, so need a dead ball, and they'll probably get one here.
Yeah, we got it here, and Jayla Shappy going to come in, and Hammond's going to get her moment now. Her last time walking off the court at Claire Cedavo Gymnasium, and this is the time of year where it always gets emotional for kind of, you know, everyone, the parents and stuff. And I know you have 3 seniors, so watch them playing their last home games coming up here.
Yeah, it goes by pretty quick, no doubt about it. So you enjoy what you have and you move on.
Ronnie Poling, nice patent power move on the inside, and 61-30 Raiders.
6 points in the ball game for Poling, all here in the second half.
Poling intercepts the pass on the inside. Raiders try to work it up, ball tipped out. They'll stay with the Raiders. And Eliza Garrity will come in for Ronnie Poling. Raiders trying to inbound it. Goes over to Addison Shappy. Left side over to Scott. Scott shot fakes on the inside. Scott with the runner.
Nice
and
move.
it falls in.
Those are those nice non-stationary shots, and off 1 foot, kind of under control though. That's a big time shot, and good to see her. She's just, again, a sophomore. She's talked about youth for Versailles. Rushi, you know, the cupboard is not empty on their side at all. They're gonna have plenty of stock, if you will, to reload once next season becomes next season.
That's 10 different Raiders to score today. A balanced effort by the Raiders. Stammen on the inside. Her teardrop is no good.
Another similar move there, able to go up in one motion, under control. Don't let the defense get back in your face. And those are kind of close enough to the basket where it's not a Hail Mary shot or, quote, a wild shot. It's still considered a good shot.
Shappy's 3 is no good. Rebound falls down to Taylor Grillo. And it looks like that is going to be about it. Let's see if the Tigers get off one more shot, and Stammen double dribble there. She's laughing about that one. And that should do it for us here. Grace Holscher going to get in for a second here. And 63-30 looks like that'll be our final. And That's it here from Russia. Russia gets the victory on Senior Day. They defeat the Versailles Tigers by the final score of 63-30. We'll take a break, come back to our recap and player of the game, and sign off here next on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Back here at Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium on Senior Day, the last home game for the Russia Raiders, and they come out victorious 63-30 winners over the Versailles Tigers. And well, let's take a look at our Wagner's IGA stats and recap. Mr. Jeff Hinchin.
Pretty much domination by the Raiders. Look at the volume of shots there. Just 27 attempts by Versailles on the left. They make 9. On the right side, 65 attempts, 24 makes for the Raiders. So a lot of volume there, a lot of second chances. Three-point shooting are in parentheses there. Tigers hit on 3 of their 5. Versailles hit on 4 of 18 from three-point land. Free throws move down there. Versailles 9 of 12. Versailles 11 of 15, both good numbers there. Rebounding margin in favor of Versailles. 43, again, over half of them were offensive. They really made extended possessions for their offense and converted on those opportunities. Turnovers also a big key in the game today. 27 turnovers for Versailles, just 10 for Versailles. Again, the defense, we talked about the keys of the game, who could handle it and who could deliver it. And Versailles couldn't handle it and Versailles could deliver it. So big key there, those turnovers in favor of the Versailles Raiders defense.
And the Raiders tonight, playing really well. They get that 63-30 victory over the backyard rival Versailles. And they were spearheaded by our player of the game, Ella Haney.
Ella finished very well. She had 14 attempts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hit on half of them. So 7 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Included in those field goal attempts, she was 2 of 3 from beyond three-point range. She finishes with a game-high 19 points. So congratulations to the 6-foot senior, number 10 on the lineup. Came up big today in her final home game at Versailles Gym here. So congratulations.
And the Raiders get that number 2 seed in the Sydney sectional. We'll be bringing their game live here on NKTelco Sports next Saturday. They play Lehman Catholic, and they'll wrap up their Monday regular season slate by playing the Botkins Trojans on Monday. So that'll do it for us here tonight. Here from the Claire C. Naveau Gymnasium, I'd like to thank our crew here tonight. In the truck, our director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Bryce Hamrick. On camera, Mark Fissel. For Jeff Henshin, I'm Brandon Coperman. For the final time from the Claire C. Naveau Gymnasium, our score, Versailles 63, Versailles 30. We'll catch you here next time on NKTelco Sports.